In 2010, my administration was faced with the daunting task of transforming the business of local government in Morristown in the midst of a financial strain, while striving to provide the level of service that our residents and businesses owners deserve. But we made tough choices, reducing operating spending without compromising the level of service, and have arrived at a healthy, financial sound municipal operation that has led our community to flourish and grow. Vice President Joe Biden once said, "Don't tell me what you value. Show me your budget, and I'll tell you what you value." This budget demonstrates that our community values fiscal integrity, service excellence, and the expectation that every resident deserves the best quality of life. My administration goal for this town is simple: keep Morristown a desirable place to live, to work, and to visit. That means having a vibrant downtown, great parks, well-maintained roads and sidewalks, and streets safe for pedestrians of all ages. It also means fortifying the tight-knit fabric of this community that makes us all not just neighbors, but a family of Morristonians. That can't be achieved without ensuring that property taxes are manageable and predictable, which is why it has been a priority to keep the municipal tax rate stable year after year. Today, I am pleased to present to the citizens of Morristown and to the Town Council the fiscal year 2017 municipal budget that continues our legacy of financial stability. And for the 7th year, this budget includes no property tax increase. In fact, the municipal tax rate is less than it was 7 years ago because the decision was made that our taxpayers need not shoulder additional financial burden to receive exceptional government services. There are no one-time revenue gimmicks or appropriation deferrals in this budget. Local revenues and state aid are stable, and property values are up. As you know, at the end of 2015, the town settled a long-standing tax appeal with the Morristown Medical Center. Because of this agreement, we now have an additional $40 million added to our rateable base. Furthermore, Atlantic Health continues to pay interest and penalties on prior year property taxes with a payment of $550,000 every year for 10 years. This additional revenue will go directly towards supporting our operating budget and stabilizing the tax rate. The town remains committed to reduce the debt burden on our taxpayers. Our long-term debt and obligations have decreased over $20 million over the last several years. Indeed, the town's annual debt payments will decline this year by over $855,000. This downward trend is evidence of this administration's aggressive approach and commitment to reducing the town's debt burden on our taxpayers. Morristown is vibrant and flourishing. Why? Because our neighborhoods, parks, trails, excellent schools, and performing arts center have made our community the place to be. And it was our fortitude through the tough years that prepared us to attract this tide of progress. Taxpayers should be proud of the progress we made in the last 7 years, as growth has brought many new businesses and residents to town. That our activity has brought a vibrancy and a cachet to our town, but also directly benefits the taxpayers. The smart growth that has occurred since 2010 adds over $98.5 million in assessed value. With this additional value, including the hospital and the pilots from redevelopment projects, every taxpayer will save $1,197 per $100,000 in assessed value over the next 10 years. That means if you're the average homeowner with a property assessed at $352,097, you will have saved $4,218, which is a meaningful savings. As you can see, controlled smart development has a positive financial impact in the short and long term that benefits the entire community. In addition to eliminating blight, it enhances neighborhoods through increased value and investment. Last year, the CVS was completed on Speedwell Avenue. Madera 44 became fully occupied. Investment all over the town continues to grow, as demonstrated by the amount of construction completed underway. A 45,000 square foot office building opened in March, and residential projects included Ford and Morris Street redevelopment, project that has brought a building that has been vacant for over 25 years back to life, and 3 South Street, which now houses Blue Mercury location. Other stores where empty storefronts stood for many years. There is even a recently approved new hotel coming to Market Street. The building and zoning departments that have seen increases activity as a result. In fact, the town processed more zoning permits last year than in the previous 5 years. the building department saw an increase in 18% of permit fees. The town is booming, which is why we have engaged a national expert on traffic and mobility to help us identify strategies to improve mobility for all, which will provide the town a roadmap for the capital improvements key to achieving our goals. The results of this complex undertaking will be available this summer. Quality of life and open space remains a priority for my administration. That is why the town is investing in not one, but 2 brand new parks. One park that is breaking ground next month is Kleitman Woods, made possible through the generous donation of property from the Kleitman family. The second park will be just over an acre adjacent to the Madero 55 building and will feature garden rooms perfect for active recreation and passive leisure. This park will also break ground this year and is funded through a partnership with the redeveloper Mill Creek. We are also seeking to conserve 11 acres of open space at the property of Loyola Retreat House. In addition to parks, the town has 2 streetscape projects planned for this year. The first is on Martin Luther King Boulevard, which began in 2016 with the first phase that looks great, and will continue with phase 2 this summer and will feature a plaza at the Patriots Path Trailhead that will honor Dr. Martin Luther King. The Washington Avenue streetscape will also receive a makeover that will add traffic calming features to the road to make the neighborhood safer for our families. Our public safety agencies are the best in the county. We are proud of our men and women in uniform. Last year, we achieved reductions in motor vehicle thefts, burglaries, aggravated assaults. We also expanded training of our personnel to use the use of Narcan and successfully treated 9 overdose cases. Pedestrian safety and distracted drivers were a focus last year so that we can ensure that every resident and child can enjoy our walkable community, our community safely. We received several grants to assist in increased enforcement that continues into this year. The police began implementing body-worn cameras in 2015, the first in the county, and will have them fully deployed to all patrol personnel this year. 2 new police recruits will be added to our roster to continue expanding the great work of our police and our fire department will also see the addition of 2 firefighters to supplement existing staff. Our human resources are the most important ingredient in providing services to our residents. This year, we have expanded training and professional development activities for all our staff, ensuring constant improvement in skills that so our constituents are well served. That includes management and leadership training for current and emerging supervisors to ensure the development of capable future administrators in our organization prepared to take on additional responsibility. Our engineering division, led by our new town engineer, Anthony, is executing an expanded capital program this year and conducting several parking and traffic studies to improve the quality of life for our residents. The division's talented engineers execute much of the design work in-house, which allows the town to complete a lot of the work cost-effectively. The division is also utilizing the latest technologies by developing in-house capacities for GIS and mapping. Each of the 3 existing division members recently obtained FAA Airman Certificate for operating drones, which will use to collect photographic data and produce dynamic maps. Engineering will be working with the Environmental Commission to execute Phase 2 of the study of Foots Pond. The next step is restoring this environmentally important asset to our community. The town was awarded over $130,000 in grant dollars to expand the trails around the pond and create a complete loop around Foots Pond. The design work for this project is already underway. In 2016, the town's expansion of recreational programs for adults and seniors will continue. Last summer, we hosted the very first open house at Burnham Pool, and more families became members. We will continue improvements to the pool complex, undertaking many major renovations in 2018, and Caldwell Pool is in the process of being resurfaced for this season. For our seniors, we have heard you loud and clear. We are working on new programs to expand social and recreational activities, but I'm most excited to share that we will have a new Colonial Coach this year with service expanded to Saturday mornings. Stay tuned. I know that the seniors really want that and they're looking forward to it. Seniors, youth, and immigrant residents will all benefit from the Municipal ID program planned for this summer. All residents will have access to official government identification that can be used at banks and government agencies to receive services. This is an important initiative that demonstrates that our community is fair and welcoming to all residents. This year's budget represents a continued movement towards exceptional government services while solidifying the town's financial stability and health. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Helen Keller. I'd like to thank the business administrator, Jillian Barrett, our Chief Financial Officer, Frank Mason, for their many hours of dedication and hard work assembling the most important policy document. I'd also like to thank all of my department heads for working with me to restore financial sensibility and prudence in the way that government operates, and fostering a cooperative, responsive municipal service delivery that our citizens feel proud to call Morristown. And to our employees, each of you serves a vital role in bringing these goals to fruition, and we would not be able to accomplish any of this without you. Our community is a better place because you are part of the team, and I thank you. And to our residents, it has been an honor to work on behalf of this community, and I pledge to continue working hard every day, even to make it better, to continue to move Morristown forward. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Now, that's the read-it document, so now I get to ad-lib a little bit. So this was really, Jillian's been here, what, 18, 19 months? So obviously she came in right at the pretty much right in the budget cycle for her first year in. So this is her budget. And I can tell you that I've worked with another business administrator for 6 years, and it's like her head is in the budget every day, day and night. And Frank, our CFO, department heads, I can tell you that I knew when we interviewed Ms. Barrett, and it didn't really show that understanding financial background that she has from her experience of seeing distressed budgets all over this country, that glared, and I got to see that, and I'm so grateful that you're our business administrator. Our community and our government is blessed to have you. We hope to keep you a very long time, and she has done an outstanding job in this budget, and I'm going to now turn it over to her. And again, thank you and our Chief Financial Officer and all department heads and all the employees that make this possible. Thank you all.